Good evening, everyone, from Modesto, California, here in the Central Valley on an 89-degree Thursday night. Your Oakland Ballers look for the series victory on the road here at Modern Woodman Field. It is Game 3 of this three-game road series and Game 3 of this six-game home-and-home between your defending Pioneer League champion Oakland Ballers and the Modesto Roadsters. It's all coming up right here on Ballers Radio. And we welcome you inside. My name's Gareth Kwok. Thanks for tuning in. Well, the Ballers with quite the response last night after being shut out the night before as Oakland bounced back to defeat Modesto 10-7. They got the scoring started right from the start. 4 runs in the first on 4 hits off the starting right-hander for Modesto, Ethan Rourke. Noah Blythe triple in the pair. Tristan Moore doubled in Blythe, and then Isai Santos brought home Mitchell Sanford with a grounder to give Oakland a 4-0 lead. Isai Santos snapped an 0-for-20 slump with a 2-run shot in the 5th, and that was after TJ Rogers homered in the 4th, a 422-foot blast to left center field. And the Ballers took an 8-1 lead through 7 after Tristan Moore teed off. He hit a 440-foot home run to right center, which gave Oakland an 8-1 lead. Another terrific start from the starting pitching. This time it was Christian Diaz who pitched 5 strong, allowing just 1 run on 2 hits and no walks with 2 strikeouts to earn his 3rd win of the year. But Modesto would make things interesting, as they seem to usually do against the Ballers. 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th on 2 hits. And after Connor Smith tacked on Oakland's 10th run of the night with a single, Modesto threatened again in the bottom of the 9th, thanks to a 2-run, 1-out double by Bryce Cannon and then an RBI groundout from Cole Fellows. And after a 2-out walk brought the tying run on deck, Julio Rosario got Kingston Liniak to fly out to left to seal Oakland's first win over Modesto in the second half. The win also snapped Modesto's 16-game home winning streak. Final score last night, Oakland 10, Modesto 7. So it's a chance for Oakland to win their first series of the second half against this Roadster squad. And our 2 pitchers brewing pitching matchup features for Oakland the rookie right-hander from Alameda and the San Jose State right-hander David Thomas, who is coming off his 2 best starts against Yuba Sutter and Long Beach. And he will face one of the best arms in the Pioneer League in the former San Francisco Don, Jonah Jenkins. He's been one of the league leaders in strikeouts and innings pitched. But coming up next here on the pregame show, we talked to the starting shortstop for your Ballers in TJ Rogers, who hit a moonshot last night, and he's been a steady defensive presence at short. We talked to TJ and catch up and see how things are going in his first stint of professional baseball. That conversation is coming up next when the Ballers pregame show continues right here on Ballers Radio. Welcome back to the Ballers pregame show. Gareth Kwok alongside the starting shortstop for your Ballers, TJ Rogers, who had a great game yesterday, a home run, 3 walks drawn. TJ, your third professional homer last night against Modesto. It traveled 422 feet. How did the moment feel for you at the plate?
It felt good. I mean, like I said, it was been a minute since I caught a ball that clean, so it was good to have that kind of confidence going into the rest of my at bats, which led to a lot of walks and seeing the ball well. So it was cool.
Your power numbers bumped up this past season at USF, a career high 12 home runs. Was it an emphasis for you during the offseason to try and bump up those power numbers a bit?
Yeah, just talking with coaches and people around me, there was kind of the mindset of bumping up those power numbers throughout the season to hopefully get drafted in the 2026 draft. So it was kind of the idea, the whole training process throughout the fall and into the season to work on those power numbers, get those doubles up, and have that slugging percentage go up. So, yeah, it was definitely a thought going into the season for sure.
Was the changes more from a physical standpoint or a swing changes standpoint to try and bump up those power numbers?
I think a little bit of both. Physical, I mean, obviously that comes with a lot of power. So, but also the swing path and also trying to lift balls more and trying to get the balls in the air, which leads to more doubles and homers.
Well, after being shut out on Tuesday, to see the offense burst in that first inning, 4 runs, 4 hits, 10 men were sent to the plate. What did that do for you guys leading for the rest of the way?
Yeah, it was definitely a good mindset changer for the guys. We kind of needed that momentum going into the rest of these games that we got. It was very cool to see us score 4 runs in the first inning since we haven't done that in a while. But, yeah, a lot of the guys, it's looking a lot better. We got a little more momentum on our side going into these next games.
Well, 19 games into your professional career, how are things treating you with the Ballers and being back in the Bay Area?
Yeah, being back in the Bay, I mean, it's like a hometown for me. A lot of the Oakland people always, or they welcomed me when I came in, so it was definitely a cool environment to come back to, and I actually know a lot of people around here, so it's definitely cool.
How did you first get connected with the Ballers, and what intrigued you about this opportunity to join Oakland?
Yeah, it was through my coach, Datoma at USF. They were kind of communicating with Aaron and James, so it was just an opportunity to keep on playing baseball professionally, which I want to do. So it was through those two guys, and it kind of just fell that way for me. So, and also being back in the Bay. So,
what were those conversations like with Aaron Miles in terms of just getting you settled in and getting you here with the team?
Yeah, I mean, when I first got here, I had no idea where to go. I mean, I was talking to Aaron. I was like, where do I park? What's going on here? But it was cool. It was very welcoming. I mean, he was almost kind of a little surprised that I was coming here. So it was cool to have him have my back.
TJ Rogers, our guest here on the Ballers pregame show. Well, through your first couple of games at Raimondi Park and just seeing the atmosphere and the game days, what's it been like just taking the field at short and seeing all the fans?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a great environment in Oakland. It's always loud. There's always things going on around you, so you got to stay focused. But playing shortstop in Oakland it's definitely cool.
Well, what was your favorite part about being in the Bay Area when you were at USF for 4 years? Was there like a spot that you'd like to go to, or a restaurant, or just anything that brings back good memories from being in the Bay Area?
Yeah, for sure. My favorite restaurant in the Bay Area is Romantica. It's an Italian place. Yeah. And then there's also a Thai food place. It's called the House of Thai. I'm Thai, so I love Thai food. And then there's also a nice little bar that we go to. It was Mad Dog in the Fog. Okay. So yeah.
As someone who enjoys Thai food myself, what do you order in?
I usually get the Pad Thai or the Pad Sui.
Okay.
So yeah, I think the Pad Sui is probably my favorite.
Keeps it simple.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, TJ, great home run yesterday. We're looking forward to what tonight has in store for you. Thanks again.
Thank you.
That's TJ Rogers with us here on the Ballers pregame show. Back after this here on Ballers Radio. Here we go. Final game of this 3-game road series here in Modesto before the Roadsters then come to Raimondi Park over the weekend. It's time for Ballers Baseball. The Roadsters have taken the field. National anthem has been sung. And let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. They are presented by Rubenstein. For Oakland and for Aaron Miles, this is his starting lineup. Beginning in center and leading off is Logan Johnstone. Jake Allgaier, the third baseman, bats second. Jeter Ibarra, the first baseman, bats third. Noah Blythe, the right fielder, hits fourth. Mitchell Sanford, the left fielder, hits fifth. Tristan Moore, the designated hitter, bats sixth. Isai Santos, the second baseman, bats seventh. Connor Smith, the catcher, hits eighth. And batting ninth is the shortstop, TJ Rogers. It's actually the same exact starting lineup as last night with no positional changes. So once again, that's Johnstone, Allgaier, Ibarra, Blythe, Sanford, Moore, Santos, Smith, and Rogers for the Ballers. Defensively for Modesto, this is how they align. Beginning in the outfield, Kingston Liniak in left, Tyler Williams in center, Lucas Torelli in right, and then on the infield, Logan Sutter at third base, Laker Figueroa at short, Justin Boyd is at second, Bryce Cannon at first, and behind the plate doing the catching is Kevin Sines. For tonight's starting right-hander, it is the 27-year-old from Parker, Colorado, Jonah Jenkins, who takes the hill for a 16th time this season. He has had great numbers all year long. He's been one of the best in the Pioneer League, a 6-1 record, a 4.84 ERA, 89 strikeouts in 89 and a third innings, and he's allowed just 29 walks. He works on the third base side of the rubber, and Logan Johnstone, the lefty, stands in the box. And we're just about set for Pioneer League baseball here in Modesto as the first pitch is lifted down the left field line and out of play for strike one. First pitch delivered at 7:15 p.m. local time here in Modesto at Modern Woodman Field. From the windup, Jenkins is 0-1. Johnstone takes a fastball a little bit low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Our game time temperature, right now it is 89 degrees, but it feels awfully pleasant. There is a strong breeze blowing out towards left. 1-1 to Johnstone is lifted high and fairly deep down the left field line into the corner, and it hits the top of the wall and goes over for a home run. Leadoff shot for Logan Johnstone. He takes it to the opposite field down the line, and the Ballers lead 1-0, just 3 pitches in.
Number 15, Jake Allgaier.
Sends the fastball the other way, just inside the foul pole. And another dream start for Oakland. It's Johnstone's 4th home run as a professional. Here's Allgaier, who takes a fastball outside for ball 1. And on our Sonic Internet home run tracker, that is home run number 150 this year for the Ballers. Your home run tracker brought to you by Sonic Internet. Just the 11th home run that Jenkins has given up this year, the 1-0. Allgaier swings and misses at a slider, and it's 1-1. The Ballers with a first inning attack last night, 4 runs on 4 hits, and they sent 10 men to the plate. And Logan Johnstone starts things out with a bang. The 1-1, breaking ball waved at and missed by Allgaier, and he's behind 1-2. Well, it's the type of performance that Oakland had really needed after being shut out on Tuesday, where they out-hit Modesto, but they just could not collect the hit with runners in scoring position. 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position on Tuesday. 1-2 from Jenkins. Allgaier swings and misses at a fastball for strike 3. And yesterday, the offense finally broke through. 10 runs on 14 hits, 3 home runs, which is not an easy thing to do here at this pitcher-friendly ballpark of Modern Woodman Field. Logan Johnstone took it to the one place where it is favorable for hitters, and that is down the left field line. First pitch to Ibarra is cut on and missed as he goes over the top of a cutter for strike one. 1-0 Oakland. 3 pitches into the game on the Johnstone opposite field home run. The Los Gatos native continues to have a strong start to his pro career. Ibarra waves and misses at a slider down and in, and he's behind 0-2. The Pioneer League's home run leader with 31 home runs, a .359 batting average, and 89 runs batted in. Jenkins winds the 0-2. Changeup blown away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Although Ibarra has been in a bit of a drought when it comes to hitting home runs. No home runs in his last 11 games. 1-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. He goes after a fastball outside. And Jenkins comes right back with back-to-back strikeouts. 2 down for Noah Blythe. With the wind blowing out to left and at about 16 miles an hour, up to 16 miles an hour, you get that ball up into the air into left field, it's going to receive some help. First pitch to Blythe, breaking ball, knee high, called a strike, and it's 0-1. This is probably the hardest the wind is blowing all week here in Modesto. Blythe, the right-handed bat, hitting .314, 12 home runs, 52 batted in. 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and it's 0-2. This is Oakland's final game in Modesto this year. Modesto visits Oakland this upcoming weekend, and then that's it for the two sides in 2026. 0-2, breaking balls in the dirt, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I should say the two will not meet again in the regular season. Both teams will then have 12 games left on their respective schedules. Jenkins takes a deep breath, gets the sign, now goes into the wind, and his 1-2 is a fastball way outside. 2-2. Jenkins, who has struck out the second most batters in the Pioneer League and has tossed the 4th most innings, 89 strikeouts and 89 and a third innings thrown. From the windup is 2-2. Slider is just off the corner outside, and Kevin Sines, the catcher, is going to use a challenge here.
The call has been confirmed to ball. Modesto has lost its challenge. They have 1 challenge remaining. This challenge has been brought to you by
the call is confirmed to ball. It was indeed a half ball off the plate. So 1 challenge left for the Roadsters. Full count, Mitchell Sanford on deck for Oakland. And the payoff from Jenkins is swung on and missed for strike 3. Fastball up and away. He strikes out the side, but Logan Johnstone goes deep. It's a leadoff homer for Oakland, just 3 pitches in, as Johnstone goes the other way for his 4th as a professional. And it's 1-0 Ballers as we go to the bottom of the 1st. And when we come back, David Thomas, the Alameda native, takes the hill here on Ballers Radio. One nothing Ballers. We go to the bottom of the 1st, and let's take a look at the starting lineup for Modesto. It's presented by Rubenstein. Lucas Torelli, the right fielder, leads off. Justin Boyd, the second baseman, bats second. Bryce Cannon, the first baseman, hits third. Logan Sutter, the third baseman, bats fourth. Cole Fellows, the DH, hits fifth. Tyler Williams, the center fielder, bats sixth. Kingston Liniak, the left fielder, hits seventh. Laker Figueroa, the shortstop, hits eighth. And the catcher, Kevin Sines, bats ninth. Osiris Johnson and Max Handren both receive nights off, as David Thomas, the Alameda native and the former San Jose State Spartan, takes a hill for Oakland. And this will be, for Thomas, his fourth start in his sixth overall appearance. Righty's first to Torelli is a fastball on the outside for a called strike one. David, 23 years of age, 6'4", 220-pound rookie. Coming off of his best two starts of the year. He winds the 0-1. Torelli swings and misses at a fastball, and he's behind 0-2. He's coming off an outing against Long Beach where he went 6 solid frames, gave up 4 runs on 6 hits and 4 walks with a season-high 7 strikeouts in a no decision. His 0-2 coming. Fastball is a little bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And 4 runs allowed against a Long Beach offense that has a lot of very experienced hitters is a good number to stand through 6. His 1-2 to Torelli is cut on and missed for strike 3. Challenges him with a high heat at 93. And there's one gone for Justin Boyd. So hopefully he can keep the strikeouts up and limit the walks today against this Modesto team that he is facing for the first time. He has not faced Modesto up until this point. Here's a former second rounder, Justin Boyd. First offering. Fastball way outside for ball 1. Boyd, who was drafted out of Oregon State back in 2022 in the second round by Cincinnati. First year in the Pioneer League for him. In the 1-0 is waved down and missed. On a fastball up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's usually in the outfield, but tonight he gets the start at second. 1-1 from Thomas. Breaking ball lifted into right field. Shallow right is Isai Santos, the second baseman, who makes the call and the catch for out number 2.
Number 11, Bryce Cannon.
Here's Cannon now. 1-0 Oakland here in the bottom of the first. 2 outs, base is empty for the Santa Rosa native, Cannon. He's had really good numbers in August. First pitch is fly foul down the left field line for strike 1. And in the start before Long Beach, Thomas delivered a 6 scoreless inning performance. No walks, 2 strikeouts, just 4 hits allowed. That was up in Marysville against Yuba Sutter for his first pro win. 0-1. Cannon chops it up the middle. Behind the bag, the shortstop Rogers collects and throws him out. And the inning is over. A good start to this Thursday night for David Thomas. 3 up, 3 down for the Alameda native. And we go to the second. The Ballers in front, 1-0 here on Ballers Radio.
Coming to the plate, number 31, Mitchell Sanford.
Mitchell Sanford leads off for Oakland here in the top of the second. It's Oakland 1, Modesto nothing on this Thursday night. Sanford leads off against Jenkins. And the first pitch to the lefty is a fastball flared in the shallow left center, and it's over the leaping shortstop Figueroa, and it rolls into left center field for a base hit. Sanford's been swinging the bat extremely well in this month of August, batting .408 this month. And he's got a leadoff single to bring up Tristan Moore. Moore had a big game yesterday, 2 for 4, 2 runs batted in, including an RBI double and a solo homer. First pitch is off the end of his bat, and it sneaks through on the ground into center for a base hit. So Sanford and now Moore not hesitating. They swing and hit by Moore, and he might have capped it off the end of the bat, but it certainly had some side spin on it, and it finds a hole up the middle for a single. And the first 2 men are on for Isai Santos. Oakland is facing Jenkins for a 3rd time this year. First pitch to the lefty. Fastball is inside for ball 1. And the Ballers have had a reasonable amount of success against Jenkins. It's not a ton, but it's not, he hasn't dominated them in 2 starts. 9 earned runs allowed in 12 innings. 1-0. Fastball is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Compared to other guys like Serrano and Hernandez, who have had more success against the Ballers. 2-0. Fastball is low and in. 3 balls, no strikes. The Ballers have been able to see Jenkins a little bit better. And right now they have some traffic on the bases. Second and first, nobody out, and 3 straight balls here to Santos. We'll see if he gets a green light or if he takes. 3-0. He takes all the way, and it's a fastball inside for ball 4. So 6 pitches into the second inning. They are loaded for the rookie, Connor Smith. Our umpires for tonight behind the plate calling balls and strikes is Grant Myers. The crew chief, Tim O'Day, is at third, and Alan Walker is over at first base. Jason Venzone, who had been the umpire the last 2 nights, has been replaced by Walker as Smith takes a breaking ball outside for ball 1. Infield is back with the exception of Sutter at third. He's playing maybe halfway in. 1-0. Smith pops it up foul over towards first, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Connor. 245 batter, 5 home runs, 16 runs batted in. This is his 31st game of the year. 1 for 4 with a 9th inning, 2-out RBI single to give Oakland its 10th run of the game. Now Jenkins steps off. Pitch clock might have been winding down to just a few seconds left, so he'll reset the clock. Comes set with about 5 seconds on the pitch clock. Glances at second, 1-1. Breaking ball is skied high in the shallow center field. Jogging in Williams. He settles behind the ball, makes the grab, and then Sanford at third bluffs a tag. The throw comes into home and is knocked down by Signs. So the fly ball not deep enough from Smith to get the run across. It's an unproductive out, and there's 1 away for TJ Rogers.
Number 6, TJ Rogers.
This is where Oakland really has to cash in, considering how Modesto threatened last night, even though they were down by as many as 8. Just felt uneasy heading into those final couple of innings. Here's Rogers. First pitch to the shortstop is a fastball up high for ball 1. Drew a season-high 3 walks, and he homered for a 3rd time this year. 422-foot blast to left center, just to the right of the video board. 1-0. Breaking ball is at the knees for a called strike, 1-1. He hit a career-high 12 home runs at USF this past year, and he was nice enough to join the pregame show today. That apparently was an emphasis from his coaches during the offseason. The pitch on the 1-1 is down and away with the breaking ball. Jenkins was very close to committing a pitch timer violation. He did not receive the sign from Steins until about 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. So that could have been a pitch timer violation or even worse, a balk. Plenty of time here though, the 2-1. Breaking ball is high, ball 3. His coaches wanted him to work on his swing, maybe add a little weight as well and muscle to bump up those power numbers, and he did this past spring. 3-1. It's a fastball, but pops it up foul to the right. That was the pitch that he drove to deep left center. A high and tight fastball. Count is full now on Rogers with Logan Johnstone on deck. 1-0 Oakland. Bases loaded, 1 down in the second. Jenkins fires, and Rogers hits a fly ball foul down the right field line. And the count remains 3-2.
Hey fans, don't forget to get that foul ball and take it to Play It Again Sports on McHenry Avenue.
Oakland would love to chase Modesto starter early out of this game for a second straight night. Rourke yesterday going 5. Here's the 3-2. Breaking ball is in there, down the middle for strike 3. Stood frozen on that breaking ball, and there was no question about that. Beautifully placed slider from Jenkins, and he gets a much-needed strikeout, his 4th of the night. 2 outs, bases loaded for Johnstone. First pitch to Logan is a fastball upstairs for ball 1. The Ballers loaded the bases with nobody out, but they're in danger of coming away empty-handed in this second. 1 ball, no strikes. Jenkins deals, and Johnstone chases a high fastball for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just 3 pitches into the ball game, he sent a fastball down the left field line off the top of the wall and left for a leadoff homer, his 4th this year. The 1-1 is just inside with a cutter. 2 balls and a strike. His home run might be the first leadoff homer not hit by Tremaine Cobb this year. Tremaine was responsible for the first couple leadoff homers. 2-1 pitch, skied high and foul down the left field line, and it's now 2-2. Sanford at third, Moore at second, Santos at first base. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the rookie out of Vanderbilt. Jenkins delivers, and Johnstone hits a line drive to the shortstop, Figueroa, who makes a sliding catch to his right. And the Ballers waste a chance in the second. They load the bases with nobody out, but Jenkins escapes. And we go to the bottom of the second. Ballers lead 1-0 here on Ballers Radio.
here with us today, Turlock Police Department. Throughout the game,
Heffernan Insurance Brokers has been helping people make smart decisions since day one, offering business insurance, personal home and auto, employee benefits, and retirement and wealth management. Make a smart decision for your business or family today. Visit Heffernan Insurance Brokers online at hefins.com. Logan Sutter leads off for Modesto, and the first pitch from David Thomas is popped up in the shallow right field. Long run for Blythe. Now he slows down, and he makes a backhanded catch before he crosses the foul line and runs into foul ground. One pitch, one out to begin the second for Thomas, who worked very efficiently in that first, just 9 pitches needed. One out for Fellows. Let's take a look at our Caltrans keys to the game. And I think for Oakland, if they can continue to be aggressive on the base paths, aggressive base running against their former bullpen catcher from the inaugural season, and Kevin Sines. It's just his 3rd game this year since he joined Modesto earlier this week. See if he can test the arm and throw out some guys and force him to beat you there, as Fellows takes the ball low, 1-0. And if the Ballers can continue to hunt the gaps, where this is a very favorable ballpark for extra base hits. Next pitch to Fellows is rolled foul, 1-1. They can hunt the gaps in left center and right center and continue to tack on extra base hits and keep the line moving. Those are your Caltrans keys to the game. And half of the base hits yesterday went for extra bases, including 3 home runs. 1-1 to Fellows. Breaking ball is a little high. 2 balls and a strike. Fellows is the DH for today. He's a rookie out of Columbia. .393 hitter, 2 home runs, 19 batted in through his first 18 games. 2-1 pitch is grounded softly to short, backhanded by Rogers. Quick throw to first, pulls Ibarra off the base, and Fellows beats it out. That'll be an error on Rogers. He had time, but just decided to throw that ball instantly after fielding it. And the one thing I've noticed with TJ is that he likes to make a lot of throws on the run and off balance. He doesn't typically set the feet and then throw to first. Here's Williams. Breaking ball is on the inside for a strike, 0-1. And I'm not exactly sure if that time the feet weren't quite pointed in the right direction, or if the release point was a little off, because he had time. 0-1 is waved at and missed. That's a foul tip in the Smith's glove for strike 2. And not much Ibarra could do at first base. He just had to catch receive the throw off the bag. 0-2 on Williams. Middle infield is pinched up the middle, and Thomas comes home. Williams fouls it back into the screen. Williams has been a key acquisition by Modesto from the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars a couple months ago, and has really settled in as their everyday center fielder. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Breaking ball is outside, 1-2. Offers a good mix of power and defense. 10 home runs, 60 batted in, and a .352 batting average. 1-2 from Thomas. Breaking ball in the dirt. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. On the appeal, Alan Walker at first says Williams swung, and David Thomas has his second strikeout. 2 away for Kingston Liniak. Liniak, the power-hitting outfielder, right-handed bat, 13 home runs, 59 batted in, and a .317 batting average. First offering is lined up the middle, and it is caught off the shoot tops by Santos on a backhand behind second base, and the inning is over. 1-out error does no harm for David Thomas, and we go to the third. It's 1-0 Oakland here on Ballers Radio. Welcome back to Modesto, top of the third. Oakland holds a 1-0 lead on Modesto. Gareth Kwok live here at Modern Woodman Field. And it's time now for our celebrity third inning. And he's just a regular at Raimondi Park, and he's here visiting us at Modern Woodman Field. It's Dan Silvert who joins us as Allgaier takes the ball low. Dan, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. It's Dan Silvert Holmes now. I've changed my legal name.
Oh, Dan Silvert Holmes. Excuse me. I stand corrected. So the 1-0 is foul tipped into the glove of Signs. 1 ball, 1 strike. How's the drive from the Bay Area over to here?
Very good. I avoided any CHP interactions this time, but there's lots of law enforcement officers around here tonight.
It is first responders night here in Modesto as Allgaier grounds one on 1 hop to short. Figueroa gets rid of it quickly, and the throw is off the glove of Cannon, and it goes to the sidewall. And we'll see if this is a hit or an error for Jake.
What do you think, E6 or deep enough that it's a hit?
I tend to lean towards the hitter a little more, so I would give Allgaier a hit there. But it looks like Modesto has given Figueroa an error.
Tough play.
Not the easiest play, but if the throw was on target, they probably would have gotten Allgaier as Ibarra grounds the first pitch foul down the right field line for strike 1. Well, I know I was going to have you on a little earlier in the year, but I was missing an important part of this setup, and that would be a second headset. I only brought 1 headset, so I made sure to pack my second headset. Now that I have it for these types of situations, as here's a ball outside, 1-1.
Well, headset's an important piece to be on air with, you know?
Yes. Kind of need that to work, to conduct an interview with somebody.
Right.
1-1 on Ibarra. Jenkins throws, and that is in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Well, you guys travel very well. I saw Dawn in attendance there, and Aubrey Tolliver, our in-game host, I see Aubrey in the house.
We got Maya. We got others. It's great.
Yes. We got everyone's traveled very well to wherever we are. Modesto, Long Beach, Marysville. It's 2-1 on Ibarra. And the pitch is a fastball outside. 3-1.
It's nice and temperate tonight.
Yes.
Time 89, balmy, real nice.
Yeah, this is probably the most comfortable of the 3 days this week. 3-1. Ibarra rolls it. Oh, no, it hits Allgaier, the runner. And that will mean, I don't know why Cannon continued to throw that ball. Allgaier got hit in the leg with that ground ball, so he is out. And Ibarra gets credit for a hit. But Allgaier is out since he got hit on that grounder, and let's hope that he is okay. He's walking gingerly off the field. It might have caught him in the leg.
Was that one going to find the hole, or would that have been out at first? What was your read on that?
I think Modesto caught a break because there was nobody really on that right side of the infield. And
could have been first and third, no outs.
It would have been at least first and second, nobody out. Who knows if Allgaier was going to turn the corner and head for third base. But unfortunately for Oakland, Allgaier is out. And Ibarra reaches on a single. So 4th hit for Oakland. Here is Noah Blythe. Right on right. And the first pitch is a fastball low. 1-0. Blythe struck out swinging in his first at-bat. A 1-0 pitch. Fastball is in there at the knees for a called strike. 1-1. Are you planning to visit us in Marysville next week or in a couple of weeks?
I mean, it's a 6-game set. I think I have a moral obligation to come up for at least one, you know?
Yeah. Next pitch is in the dirt. 2-1. 6 games up in Yuba County. Did we see you in Long Beach this year?
No.
That is a bit of a drive. 2-1. That is fouled away. 2-2.
I plan on heading to Long Beach for the first playoff series. I was hoping, it would be against us, but should be a nice venue to catch a game in. Or
Sure. Well, we certainly appreciate your support all season long, as it's hard to believe we're heading down to the final after today, 15 games of the regular season, as Blythe fouls it back into the screen. And I know we've seen you a lot during the weekends and a lot of the giveaways, but it's just been another, I think, memorable season for the fans to take in Ballers action in year 3 now, as we continue to try and get better and better.
Absolutely. It's nice to see the boys battling in a tough season.
2-2 is fouled back into the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
How's the clubhouse and the team morale been? Long Beach 2 out of 3, have a chance to win the rubber match here. Guys are pitching well. Has there been a good vibe and energy about things?
I think so. I think the guys have had good energy throughout this road trip, especially. 2-2. Up and in with the fastball, check swing over the first, says Alan Walker, no swing, 3-2. And, I think if you were to ask them, the 3-game sweep at home, it never feels good to get swept on your home turf by a rival. Runner goes. 3-2 pitch is fly the foul down the right field line. And I think that, if anything, maybe ignited a little fire in the guys for the weekend down to Long Beach. And I think the Ballers, as we've seen, even though it hasn't necessarily been reflective of the record, but I do think they have played up to their competition. And guys, and teams like Long Beach, teams like Modesto, there have been plenty of competitive contests, even if it doesn't necessarily land in their favor. 3-2, Ibarra runs again, and the pitch is up and away for ball 4.
Well said, and that's got to be hard when perhaps a quarter, maybe a third of your games are against objectively the 2 best teams in the league, first half and second half this year, right?
Yeah. And this is the California teams. In Modesto, the 2 newest expansion franchises have both very talented rosters, a lot of experience, good leadership, and it's tough, and especially when the Ballers, as we all saw last year, winning the title, as Sanford takes the ball up and away, 1-0. There's a bit of a target on your back. There's opposing teams that want to beat the best. They want to beat the champions.
Absolutely.
Ibarra's at second, Blythe at first, 1-0. Sanford hits a ground ball to second, fielded by Boyd. He throws a second for 1. Figueroa's turn to first, not in time. Fielder's choice allows Ibarra to advance to third and Sanford to reach. 2 outs for Tristan Moore.
And as you just noted, both of these teams, Modesto and Long Beach, are just really well constructed teams. Long Beach had a huge advantage having our Oakland front office building out their team on their behalf. So well done for them. But they are a juggernaut, and Modesto is on the way there as well.
Modesto at 28-4 in this second half. First pitch to Tristan is in tight for a ball, 1-0. Well, I tell you what, Long Beach and Modesto, 2 teams that have not lost a whole lot at home, but the Ballers can claim that they have beaten them on their home turf a couple of times this year. 1-0. Fastball is down and in, 2-0.
I think the first series we took at Long Beach, the first 3-game set, they were 25-3 or something at their home diamond going into that. So, playoffs are not going to happen this year, but the last quarter of the season, just battling makes me really proud as a fan and a team sponsor to see what the boys are doing here.
1-0 Oakland. Dan Silver with us here on the call. 2-0. Fastball is up and away. 3 balls and no strikes on Tristan. We're here in the third. And look, you take 2 out of 3 against Long Beach, and hopefully you can take 2 out of 3 against Modesto. 3-0. Fastball is on the outside for a strike, 3-1. And right now, Oakland not mathematically eliminated, but of course there's a lot that needs to happen.
Tall order.
Yes, there's a lot that needs to happen. I think we all understand that. 3-1 pitch, a blooper into shallow left for Sutter, the third baseman. He makes the grab to end the inning and their ballers strand a pair. Dan's going to rejoin us for the bottom of the third. When we come back, it is 1-0 Ballers on Ballers Radio. Last of the third here in Modesto. It is 1-0 Ballers. Gareth Kwok, Dan Silver joining me for the third as Figueroa leads off, the shortstop, against David Thomas, who has thrown just 18 pitches in this one through the first two. From the windup, his first pitch to Figueroa is a breaking ball on the outside for strike one.
Gareth, real quickly,
Yeah.
we have a question from Tony Peterson in the chat, effectively saying,
Yeah,
our office didn't have to build on anything. Tony, is your implication that between Percival's hitters and Jerome Williams' staff, they built on, they just free rolled off of Idaho Falls and Yuba Sutter? Or what's your point? What's the implication there?
that's a good question, and I'm sure Tony will get back to you. Well, you look at the hometowns for a lot of that Long Beach squad, and a lot of those guys are Southern California natives, and so it just made a whole lot of sense for them after playing for Troy Percival at Idaho Falls for a season or 2 seasons. 0-2 is outside, 1-2, and hey, team that opens up in Long Beach, you want to follow me and try and run it back and see if we can come out on top. I think that definitely went into the thinking preseason.
Nice comment, Sully.
1-2 pitch is down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think you're in the booth, so again, just ask Dan whatever. Dan, just say Tyler. Tony Peterson. I'm gonna call him Tony tomorrow. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch is bounced foul. I'm surprised I haven't said that on the air by accident. Hey, Tony.
I will say one brilliant thing that Percival did is his son played up to AAA, kind of a 4A player. Looks like he got involuntarily retired. Nice guy to pick up as your franchise player.
2-2. Tapped softly to first. Thomas has to get over. He did not, and Figueroa beats it out for an infield hit.
Thomas has to anticipate that he's covering the back there.
Yeah. As soon as that ball was hit to Ibarra at first, there was a slight hesitation from Thomas on the mound, and he did not get over in time. And credit Figueroa for hustling and beating it out for the first Modesto hit of the night. But back to your point about Long Beach, a lot of those guys, Southern California natives, they came also close to taking down Oakland in that championship series.
Oh, yeah.
Signs lays down the bunt, and it's a good one up the third base line. Allgaier's throw on the run is in time. So a successful sacrifice from the former Ballers bullpen catcher, Kevin Signs. And Figueroa advances to second. Now, they brought in some new guys, too, as well. Some other guys from the Pioneer League. And like you mentioned, Troy's son, Cole, he's got some big-time experience at the minor league level, reaching as high as AAA. And if it is Modesto and Long Beach, those are going to be two good teams, perhaps squaring off whenever that opportunity comes, as Torelli takes a strike on the outside, 0-1.
That will be a heck of a semifinal series if that's what it is.
Torelli struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Here's the 0-1 from Thomas. And a good breaking ball is called at the knees for strike two, 0-2. Well, there are two teams that pitch extremely well. You look at the team stats and the pitching numbers, and like what Oakland did last year with their pitching, these two are at the top this year. 0-2 coming. Torelli goes down swinging on the Thomas splitter down in the way, and David Thomas collects his third strikeout, 2 out for Boyd.
On that note, Gareth, I want to give a big shout out to Jim Dietrich. 3 games set at Long Beach, 2 games here, 5 earned runs or less from the staff in every game. Pitching has been, suffice it to say, problematic for the organization this year, and for him to get things in line is just, the guy is a gamer. I
Oh, yeah.
give him off credit for that.
Well, you'll ask really any of the guys, any of the members of the staff, as Boyd rolls the first pitch. It's deflected off the glove of Allgaier, and it rolls away from him to his left. It stays on the infield, so Figueroa advances to third, but has to stay there. Boyd reaches on the infield single. First and third, 2 down for Cannon, with Oakland ahead 1-0. All the guys respect Jimmy. They listen to him, and they know that what he says has meaning and importance. And you're right. This has been probably one of the best. This has been one of the best stretches of starting pitching that we've seen on this road trip. A 2.81 ERA on this road trip by the starting pitching.
Wow. In this league, that's phenomenal.
Yes, absolutely. As Cannon takes a ball in the dirt, it is 1-0.
2 real quick answers for the commentariat. Yes, Dr. DeViz, I will be at an Oakland Skates game this year. I used to, when I was 20, I used to referee his roller hockey games.
Oh, yeah?
And then Mr. Sullivan, Robert Sullivan, who's my favorite parents. Dylan Tatum's parents were pretty cool. I met Jaden Colaire's parents in the fieldside seats earlier this year. Everyone's been cool. Jeff and Nancy Butts. It feels like parents were a little bit more actively engaged last year, and it was awesome, but it's always good to have the parents around.
Meanwhile, Connor Smith got dinged up on that pitch in the dirt, and I'm not exactly sure if something happened to his hand, if he suffered a cut or something. But Matthew McElroy, our athletic trainer, has a towel or something to cover that hand of Smith's right now, and that is his throwing hand. Right now, the concern is on the rookie out of Cal State Monterey Bay. And right now, Smith, they're working on his hand. Did he cut something?
I think he did. He's got, sure looks that way. Who's our tertiary catching look after him and Jaden Colera? Who's next in line?
Well, there's 3 catchers on the roster: Smith, Colora,
On that note,
and Ethan Crawford. And now Colora, is he going to? It looks like he is going to replace Smith.
did he get a foul ball off his throwing hand? What? I don't know what just happened.
So, not exactly sure if it was a cut or if he injured jammed a finger. But either way, Colora is going to take over for Smith behind the plates. So we'll certainly hope that everything's okay with Connor. But right now, he appeared to injure his throwing hand on that pitch in the dirt. So he'll give Thomas will deliver a couple of pitches to Colora and make sure he gets warm. But it didn't look like it was anything too serious, but clearly it was enough to take him out.
Why did we pick up Crawford as a third catcher with JC and Connor Smith? What was the need? What was the gap in the lineup?
Well, Crawford was a bullpen catcher the last couple of weeks, and he's a Tiburon native, went to Redwood High. He actually played for Boise last season, so he does have a little bit of a pro ball experience. And it just so happened a roster spot opened up right now after Charlie Hurley had to be placed back on the injured list, unfortunately. He suffered a bit of a setback, so the Ballers opened up a spot with their position player group, and Crawford was able to make a couple of starts serving as a DH.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so he's really immersed himself with the club.
Hurley, Trey, and Cam. What a season in terms of unfortunate injuries and breaks. Shout out to Trey Cobb.
1-0 pitch to Cannon is a called strike on the outside.
That's out.
And we have a challenge from Cannon, the hitter. Should be overturned to a ball.
The call has been overturned to a ball. Modesto retains its challenge. They have one challenge remaining. This challenge has been brought to you by
that was their last challenge, so they do retain that. Dan Silver joining me in the booth. Men on the corners for Modesto. 2 out in the third. 1-0 Oakland. The 2-0 pitch is popped up foul off to the left for strike one. 2-1.
Sully, that question's not even fair. Knocker ball stats. I went against Kenny. I mean,
you're going against the big boss.
I sacrificed that was the final boss. I sacrificed myself for you.
You got to tell me about it. We'll do it in the next inning here.
Okay, sounds great.
While Thomas tries to wiggle his way out of this jam here, the 2-1 fouled straight back into the screen. I mean, not many people would put themselves in that position to face ice cold Kenny. Let's just say that.
I think I learned for the next time. The first one, I actually knocked his glasses off. The first one was competitive. The last two, he's a large, athletic man with good technique. That was knocked me on.
His technique is superb
it's too playful. It's terrifyingly playful.
Terrifyingly playful, but terrifyingly terrific with the technique.
Well said.
Thomas punches out Cannon with the splitter, and he gets out of the inning. Modesto threatens with men on the corners as we go to the fourth. We'll be right back. Ballers lead 1-0 through 3 on Ballers Radio.
Coming to the plate, number 9, Isai Santos.
Isai Santos leads off the top of the fourth for Oakland. The Ballers ahead 1-0 on the Roadsters. Gareth Kwok, Dan Silvert joining me as the first pitch to Santos. Ouch! That's a fastball that hits Santos in the lower leg. And it might have got him around ankle or shin high. Luckily, he does have a protective strap.
Hit by pitches, runners interference, plays at the plate. We're just getting dinged today.
Yes. So Eastside will take the hit by pitch. And here comes not Connor Smith. It is Jaden Kalora, who entered the game in the third for Smith, who appeared to injure his hand on a ball in the dirt. Well, I got to ask you, how was it being in the knocker ball against Kenny? Like, are you just in a state of mind where just adrenaline takes over and you're just trying to do whatever it takes to dethrone Ice Cold Kenny?
I wasn't too overly adrenalized. I trained Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so I'm pretty good about not getting stressy about things. But the opaqueness and you can't see through them, and knowing he had practice and 60 pounds on me, that was the terrifying part. And I'm 220, 230.
Yeah, you're no slouch. Flora takes a ball up and away.
I'm a knocker ball slouch compared to Ice Cold Kenny Thompson. Good gravy.
I mean, you're about to hit him, and then are you just like shot back? Like, is that what it feels like?
You know, the first one I got low. I try to hit like a linebacker as best I could. So the first one was, I mean, he won it fair and square, but was mildly competitive. The second one, you got to get low. You got to plant. Yeah. And as Casey Pratt told me, you lose your motivation after the first one, so you better win the first one. Fouled straight back.
2-0 is fouled straight back. It'll be 2-1 on Kalora. Yeah, you have to somehow create your own leverage, right? Against in those matchups.
You got to get low when you're running on dirt and you don't know what speed to run at. It's just it's tough.
Because sometimes if you go too fast, then you almost go off. You could topple or go off plane.
I think the secret is to kind of step to the side, like be a cheap shot artist, take some bad angles, get lucky.
You have to give the people what they want, though, as sometimes we've seen where they don't go in that hard, and then it's just a very light point of impact and contact. But we knew that wasn't going to happen with you.
Hey, he didn't deflate my knocker ball. Literally, he didn't figuratively deflate. He didn't crush my soul too. He semi-crushed my soul. It was bad.
Next pitch to Kalora on the 2-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3.
That's got to be tough coming off the bench and strapping up as a catcher. Third baseman, right fielder, great. As a catcher, that has to be tough.
So one down for Rogers. Now, you're telling me beforehand, because you referee lacrosse during the lacrosse season. Did you play lacrosse growing up?
I went to Piedmont High where there was no lacrosse until I graduated. I started playing my sophomore year at UC Davis after playing hockey my freshman year.
Rogers pops up the first pitch in the foul ground on the first base side. Cannon, the first baseman, makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So you at least have an idea of a contact sport and what you're able to absorb the contact and know what it feels like, right?
Yeah, as my girlfriend says, I'm competently adequate at everything. I've played ice hockey, I've played football, I played linebacker, strong safety. Not well, it's not good. High school baseball, so I can take some contact. But Kenny's a 33-year-old defensive end, and I'm a 46-year-old outside linebacker. That doesn't bode well for me.
Here is Johnstone, 2 outs, man on first. Long hold from Jenkins. Now he comes home, and the runner goes. Pitches high, signs his throw down to second. Not in time.
Close.
That was probably one of the best throws Signs has delivered this week, but Santos swipes his 13th base of the year.
We got to be 7 for 7 against their catchers this series. I mean, keep on being aggressive on the base paths. You would think, right? That's nice. Now you got running in scoring position 2 outs.
I don't think he has caught anyone this week against Oakland base runners. 1-0. That is a called strike on the inside. 1-1. Johnstone's going to use a challenge here.
Challenging the call on the field of a strike.
That one was close at second. That throw was about a little more zip and 2 feet lower. He's gone.
The call has been confirmed a strike.
Call's confirmed a strike. So Oakland down to 1 challenge left. Both teams down to 1 challenge left. Ballers have a man on second. They hold a 1-0 lead here in the 4th. 1 ball, 1 strike on Johnstone, the pitch. That is low. 2 balls and a strike. Will we see a rematch at all by the end of the season? Yes, no?
The next homestand, I'm out of town and have a busy week.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
So TBD for 2027.
If it happens, it would be on Fan Appreciation Day, Sunday, August 30th. And as I'm hosting a bunch of friends and clients, my girlfriend, who's the thoughtful person in the relationship, is trying to talk me out of the challenge, to be honest.
Save yourself, Dan. 2-2. Breaking ball. Got him looking. Strike 3. Johnstone already used 1 challenge. He's not going to use another here, even though that pitch looked to be outside.
Oh, that was 2 balls outside.
Bottom of the 4th coming up. 1-0 Ballers here on Ballers Radio.
Cruising to the plate.
1-0 Oakland. Last of the 4th. Logan Sutter leads off. Gareth Kwok. Dan Silvert is with me. Thanks again for stopping by today, Dan.
Thanks for having me.
As David Thomas has struck out 4 through 3 scoreless. And the first offering to Sutter is a breaking ball at the knees for a called strike. And now Sutter's going to use a challenge. They have 1 left, and this should be overturned.
Gareth, you and TP talked about that Phillies fan that won the $25,000 auction and stepped in the booth and acquitted himself real nicely.
Yeah.
You heard about that one?
I did. He was, I will say, I was pleasantly impressed with his commentary. 1-0.
He was quite natural about it.
Well, he had a little help. It sounded like he's done some high school games and done some rec leagues before. So anytime you have just a little bit of experience, you'll have the advantage on just an ordinary fan. I don't know if they had just random people the last couple of years, but for him to actually come out and sound like he knows what he's doing was, I think, quite a pleasant surprise.
I'm certainly less terrified on my 6th effort in the booth vis-a-vis my first one, you know?
Well, I tell you what, if you were to win an auction like that and that was the winning prize, I think you do just fine.
Oh, thank you.
Here's a line drive in the right center field by Sutter. That's going to split the gap and roll to the bottom of the wall. And Sutter pulls into second base with a leadoff double.
That's another double hit here at Modern Woodland Field. So that's another $25.
Tying run in scoring position. Here comes Cole Fellows, the DH.
That feels like the first fairly hard hit ball off Thomas of the day. He's minimizing contact, yeah?
Well, Figueroa reached on a infield single. There have been 2 infield singles. That was the first hit to leave the infield. Good observation, Dan. Here's Fellows, the designated hitter. Deep breath from Thomas. Now the first pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1-0.
Duck on the pond and the 423 hitter at bat. That's fun.
Is that what he says? 423?
423.
Yeah, he's been hitting well. This rookie out of Columbia. Thomas looks at second, the 1-0. Bounced up the middle, and that is through for a base hit. Sutter rounds third, and he will score. And Modesto has tied it 1-1 here in the fourth.
I like to tell people I'm Ivy League educated and hitting 425, and nobody ever believes me.
It's nice, 2 feathers in your cap, right? Ivy League grad, hitting 420 in pro ball.
Absolutely.
Cruising to the plate, number 12, Tyler Williams.
So back-to-back hits, excuse me. Here is Tyler Williams, the center fielder. First offering is, wow, what was that swing? Swing and a miss. That might have been the worst swing I've seen Williams take all season. And we've seen him a lot. 0-1 on Williams. And the pitch is tapped softly to third. It's going to be a tough play for Allgaier. Quick transfer to first, and they got him.
That's a great play.
That is a heck of a play by Allgaier at third base. On a tapper to him at third, and he got rid of it quickly. Knew he had to with the speed of Williams, and there's one down. Fellows advanced to second on that play. Boy, Allgaier's just been so sound with the glove and with the bat all season long, and you got to see him last year and see his development and growth, Dan.
His defense is fun to watch. The fact that he's turned into a 330 hitter with reasonable power is the cherry on top.
There's Leniak, who takes a strike on the outside, 0-1. And not only has he been hitting for more power, he's continued to do it at both sides of the plate, not just the left side, but the right side. And the glove has improved from last year, certainly. The 0-1. Leniak swings and misses at a breaking ball. It's 0-2.
It's also been nice watching Leahy, learn how to play some second base. Brennan Sullivan come in. I feel like we have more permutations we can run around the infield than we did last year.
And always helps to have guys who can play more than one position. Aaron Miles certainly likes guys who can play a little bit of outfield, play a little bit of infield. Here's the 0-2 from Thomas. And Leniak, he went around on that check swing. Come on. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that is.
No way. Well, I will say, Alan Walker does not have a very good angle.
That's a function of the 3-man system. In a 4-man system, he's rung up. He went around.
If he's standing at first base,
yep.
He'd have the best view, and he would know that Leniak went, but he's standing behind the mound, which is a tough angle. And, we saw it here from behind the plate. Leniak looked to have gone around on that swing. 1-2 from Thomas. Well, ball doesn't lie. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a breaking ball. Two down.
You know what? When I ref lacrosse games for higher level ball, it's a 3-man system. Sometimes for tournaments, it's a 2-man system. And whenever you have fewer than the optimal amount of officials, it just leaves gaps in your coverage. And so he was positionally correct. And that just maybe what happens is a function of 3-man system. And that sucks. It's the efficiency of the setup.
2 down for Laker Figueroa, the shortstop. 1-1 our score, bottom of the fourth. First pitch. Fastball is outside, ball 1. That's got to be a sport, lacrosse. If you're refereeing, is that the sport where you get a good amount of cardio in? There's a lot of running, or is it pretty stationary?
No, there's a lot of running. If I'm reffing 8 games during a summer tournament, I can be running 20 miles or casually jogging sometimes 20 miles in a day.
So it's a good workout for you.
It is. It certainly makes it harder to gripe about officials in other sports.
Fly ball on the 1-0 hit to shallow right. Blythe sprints in, and he makes a running catch to end the inning.
Well, Garrett, thank you for having me.
Dan, thanks for stopping by, as always, my friend.
Absolutely.
I hope to see you this weekend.
See you this week, and I'll see you in Marysville next week or the week after? The week after.
That sounds like a plan.
Yes,
sounds
sir.
like a plan. Dan
Thank you so
Silver,
much.
thanks for stopping by. Ballers and Roadsters tied at 1 as we go to the 5th on Ballers Radio.
Coming to the plate, number 15, Jake Allgaier.
Jake Allgaier leads off for the Ballers in the top of the fifth. It is 1-1 here in Modesto. Final game of this three-game road series and the third game of 6 between these two sides this week, with the Roadsters visiting Oakland beginning tomorrow. Jake Allgaier takes a strike at the knees from Jenkins, 0-1. Allgaier, Ibarra, and Blythe dude up. Next pitch is fouled straight back into the screen, 0-2. Thanks again to Dan Silvert for joining me in the booth. He's become a pro at this after doing so last year with Nevada Cullen and Tyler Peterson, and now first time with me. He's a natural on the mic. 0-2. And the pitch. Breaking ball is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One run on 4 hits for the Ballers so far against Jenkins. And the 1-2. Fastball poked down the left field line. Nobody is there. That bounces fair and rolls into the corner. Extra bases for Allgaier as he pulls in the second, and he's got a leadoff double.
Coming to the plate, number 16, Jeter Ibarra.
I think what's impressed us most about Allgaier this year has been his 2-strike hitting. And when he's in 2 strikes, there's no panic and no wavering at all. I mean, he is as poised as anyone when it comes to 2 strikes. That time a fastball off the strike zone, outside, but he pokes it down the line. First pitch to Ibarra is sent to deep left field, into the corner. That ball line. Number 32, Jeter Ibarra, the Ballers' new single-season home run king. He surpasses Christian Almanza with his 32nd homer of the season, a 2-run shot that puts Oakland in front 3-1. An incredible milestone for the first-year Baller and San Jose native, as Blythe takes a strike down the middle, 0-1. Next pitch is a cutter on the outside for a strike, and it's 0-2. The home run traveling 368 feet down the left field line, 100 miles an hour. And that is a record-breaking homer as Blythe takes a ball in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. What a season Ibarra has had in a Baller's uniform. 32 home runs. That is a new single-season home run record in Ballers history. The 1-2 pitch is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The power he has shown to the opposite field has just been nothing short of impressive all year long. 2-2. Blythe fouls it down the right field line. And if anything, it might have been just a weight off of his shoulders because he hadn't homered in 11 games. And yes, he had been facing 2 of the best staffs in the league. 2-2. That's off the hands and nubbed to the pitcher, Jenkins, who picks it up. And it's a foot race to the bag, and Jenkins wins the foot race. 1 out. 1 unassisted for Mitchell Sanford.
Coming to the plate, number 31, Mitchell Sanford.
Because up to this point, I mean, it had been the longest drought for Ibarra in terms of hitting a home run. Someone that had been hitting home runs almost, it seemed like, every other game or once every 3 to 4 games. And he takes this one to the deep part, or I should say to the left field corner here at Modern Woodman Field. 1 ball, no strikes on Sanford. 3-1 Oakland here in the 5th. Next pitch, Sanford bounces it foul down the first base line. "32 homers for Ibarra this year, and he's still not done. And we come back to Raimondi Park this weekend, and for the final 9 home games, 1-1 is down and in. 2 balls and a strike. He certainly make a push for 40. I'll have a couple more hitter-friendly ballparks to do it. The 2-1 to Sanford is flied foul down the left field line out of play. Between Raimondi for 9 and then the final 6 in Yuba Sutter. Not saying it'll happen, but he's got a shot. 2-2. Sanford hits a line drive in the right field for a base hit. And by the way, that home run, the 151st of the season on your Sonic Internet home run tracker. Here's Tristan Moore, 1 for 2 today. First pitch, Moore takes inside. That ball is in and out of the glove of Signs, and over to second base goes Sanford on likely, I don't know, pass ball? Oh, I was, no, I thought he dropped it. Oh, he stole it? Oh, okay. I guess I beg your pardon. It was a stolen base for Sanford. 2 balls, no strikes here on Moore. I thought the ball was just dropped. I guess Modesto's press box staff said it was in the dirt. Here's the 2-0. Breaking ball is outside, ball 3. Moore singled back in the second, 1 for 2. Next pitch. Fastball clips the outside for a strike, 3-1. On deck is Santos. A look at second, to 3-1. And Moore taps it foul at the plate. And it's 3-2. Ballers 3, Roadsters 1. Top 5. Chance for Oakland to win their first series against the Roadsters in the second half. A chest tie set. A look at second. Now a 3-2 from Jenkins. And Moore goes down swinging on a high fastball.
Coming to the plate, number 9, Eastside Santos.
7 strikeouts for Jenkins. Here comes Santos with 2 down. I think Jeter seemed to acknowledge that that was the record breaker. A lot of the Ballers fans going nuts for him by our dugout, and a little bit of a tip of the cap. His 32nd of the year as Oakland in front 3-1. Santos has reached base twice, a walk and a hit by pitch. A look at second, first offering is up high and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Jenkins glances at second, the 1-0. Fastball's up and away, 2-0. First time we're seeing Modesto in the home whites for today. I feel like we haven't seen them in the home whites very often anytime we're here in Modesto. The 2-0, fouled back into the screen. 2-1. Ballers today in the Pelotteros uniforms. Hoping that can bring them some success. It is 2 balls and a strike on Isai. Next pitch is up and in, ball 3, 3-1. With Calora on deck. Isai snapped an 0 for 20 slump yesterday with a 2-run shot to right center. And now an inside move forces Sanford back to second base. Three balls and a strike. A look at second and the pitch. And that is up and away, ball 4.
Coming to the plate, number 18, Jaden Calora.
First and second, 2 down for Calora. And here comes the pitching coach, Alex Leach. With Jenkins at 90 pitches on the day. And we should note that Leach is serving as the acting manager tonight. JT Snow is not here and is not managing for the next couple of games, is what we've been told. And of course, he was very animated with the umpires last night. So he is not managing for today. We'll just leave it at that. Alex Leach is the acting manager and the pitching coach, so he goes out to talk with Jenkins. So there's a chance JT might not make the trip to Oakland for the weekend, if it is more than just one game that he's not going to be managing for. Calora at the plate. Sanford at second, Santos at first. First offering. Calora takes a fastball low for ball 1. Calora looking for his first hit of the road trip. Next pitch, fastball is down and away, ball 2. He is 0 for 5 on this road trip. And for Connor Smith, who injured his finger, 2-0. Fastball is called a strike. It's a high strike, and Calora is going to use a challenge. Oakland has one left. Should be overturned.
The call has been overturned to a ball. Oakland retains its challenge. They have one challenge remaining.
One left for Oakland.
Pocket mobile.
So instead of a 2-1 count, it is 3-0. Ballers lead 3-1. 2 outs, 5th inning. 3-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. A foul tip into the glove of Signs for strike 1. And there is a righty warming up in the bullpen for Modesto. Jenkins, perhaps nearing the end of his line. He's already at 90. This will be pitch number 95. 3-1. Calora sends a fly ball foul down the left field line, 3-2.
Hey, fans, don't forget to hit that foul ball and take it to Play Again Sports on McHenry Avenue for $10 off your next purchase.
Runners will be on the move. Sanford's at second, Santos at first. Jenkins ready at the chest. His 3-2 is down and in, ball 4 with the heater. And that will be the final pitch he throws tonight as here comes Alex Leach. Jenkins has been oh so reliable for Modesto this year. Someone who can dependably go into the 5th, 6th, and even the 7th innings. But tonight he is not going to make it past the 5th. Leach makes the pitching change. The bases are loaded for TJ Rogers when we come back here on Ballers Radio. Big moment in the game for Oakland and for Modesto. Bases loaded for the Ballers with 2 down in the 5th. The Ballers ahead by 2. The Ballers wasted a bases loaded chance in the 2nd, but they have one here in the 5th. And Modesto goes to its bullpen for the first time tonight. It is Lucas Alanis, the right-hander, in for Alex Leach, and he will face TJ Rogers. The ball up is 0 for 2 today. Alanis, a 24-year-old from Modesto, just finished up his college career at Cal State Northridge. Bases loaded, 2 down. Rogers versus Alanis. First offering. Breaking ball, inside corner, called a strike. And it's 0-1. 4.26 ERA for Alanis in 25 and the 3rd innings. He rests at the belt, takes a deep breath, now comes home. And Rogers lays off a slider outside for ball 1. 2 runs in on 3 hits. Ibarra's 2-run shot has Oakland in front, 3-1. 1-1 pitch. Fastball is outside, ball 2. And right now, both teams are going to be very selective with their challenges, with only 1 left for both sides. Hitters count for Rogers. 2-1 on the shortstop. And the pitch. Breaking ball is outside for ball 3. And now the pitcher, Alanis, initiates the challenge. This is going to stand, and they're going to be out of challenges. We're waiting on the
ball. Modesto has lost its challenge. They are now out of challenges. This challenge has been brought to you by
no challenges left for Modesto. It is a 3-1 count on TJ. Alanis holds. He fires. Rogers takes outside, ball 4. It's a bases loaded walk. 3 straight issued by Modesto pitching as Sanford touches home, and it's now 4-1 Oakland. For a team that's issued the 2nd fewest walks in the league coming into tonight, 3 straight have brought home an Oakland run. And here comes the top of the lineup, the 9th man to the plate in the inning. Here's Johnstone. Left-handed bat awaits the first. And he swings and lines one into left center field. This is going to get down and go all the way to the wall. Santos scores. Calora scores. Here comes Rogers. Johnstone clears the bases with a 3-run double. And Oakland now takes a 6-run lead. It's now 7-1.
Coming to the plate, number 15, Jake Allgaier.
Ambush the first pitch from Alanese. And he clears them. A 3-run double to left center field. Nobody was there in the gap. And it is a crooked number for the Ballers. 6 runs here in the 5th. Here's Allgaier. First pitch is inside with the cutter. It brushes him off the plate. 1-0. This is what Oakland wanted to do in the second, but they could not do so. 1-0. Allgaier hits a fly ball into shallow right. Torelli, the right fielder, moves to his right, and he makes the catch, and that ends the inning. The Ballers score 6 runs on 4 hits, and they take a 7-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th on Ballers Radio. Type of inning Oakland was hoping for in the top of the 5th. 6 runs in on 4 hits. Bottom of the 5th, David Thomas back on the mound. Plenty of run support behind him, holding a 6-run lead. And here's Kevin Sines, who waves and misses at the first pitch fastball for strike 1. Oakland 7, Modesto 1. Thomas has allowed just 1 run on 4 hits and no walks. Next pitch, fastball is in tight. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5 strikeouts already for David. He's 2 away from matching his season high. He works from the wind, and the 1-1 to Sines is pulled on the ground sharply into left field for a base hit.
Cruising to the plate, number 15, Lucas Torelli.
Here, Torelli. We do have an update on Connor Smith. He broke his nail on that pitch in the dirt that caused him to leave the game and caused him to be replaced by Calora. That was back in the, I believe it was the 3rd. Here's a strike on the outside to Torelli, 0-1. And I guess serious enough and bad enough to the point where he had to be replaced. 0-1. Swing and the miss on the fastball. It's 1 ball, no balls, 2 strikes. So we certainly hope Connor will be okay. what looked to be just a routine ball in the dirt, and maybe just a jammed finger ended up being a broken nail, and that's his throwing hand. Next pitch to Turilli is sent foul down the left field line. Still 0-2. Brendan O'Sullivan remains day-to-day, dealing with the intercostal muscle issue that he suffered on Tuesday on a swing. Thomas is 0-2 in the dirt, blocked by Calora. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He swung at a pitch and then immediately felt something right around the rib area, the intercostal muscles. And he did take some batting practice today, albeit he wasn't swinging at 100%. Maybe it was more around 60, 65%. And they're just going to take it day by day with Brendan. Here's the 1-2. Turilli pops it up, out of play over towards third. Ethan Crawford is the third catcher on this roster, so if anything were to happen to Calora, Crawford would be the next man up. 1-2. Turilli fishes after that pitch and pokes it foul down the third base line.
For $10 off your next purchase.
Ballers 7, Roadsters 1. Last of the 5th. Nobody out. Signs at first base. And the 1-2. Breaking ball down and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thomas had just 48 pitches in this game. He's worked efficiently, trying to remain efficient. 2-2. Turilli lines it foul into the third base screen. Turilli is a rookie out of George Mason. Been off to a good start to his professional career. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He swings and misses at a fastball up in the zone. Strikeout number 6 for Thomas. And for Turilli, that's a hat trick. He has struck out now 3 times. Justin Boyd to the plate. Boyd reached on an infield hit back in the third. First offering is tapped weakly up to third, and that is foul. No balls and a strike. No Osiris Johnson, no Max Handren, 2 of their best hitters in the lineup for today as they receive the days off. 0-1. Fastball well outside. 1-1. And look, when you have a sizable lead on every other team in the league like Modesto has, you can start to rest some guys and get them ready for inevitably the postseason. 1-1. That's fouled away into the Ballers' dugout. 1-2. As we take a look at our Pacific Pipe climb to the PBL standings, Roadsters hold a 6-game lead for the league lead on Missoula. 28-4 through 32 games. Missoula, a very respectable 22-10. Right now occupying that 2nd seed in the second half. And right now, if it were to end today, Modesto and Missoula would clinch their spots in the postseason. Look at second by Thomas and the 1-2. Boyd fouls it back. Boise, a game and a half back on Missoula in for that 2 spot. 1-2 from Thomas. Breaking ball is low, says Grant Myers. And now we have another challenge from Calora.
on the feel of the ball.
It should be overturned to a strike. Well, we got to get these answers out way faster. This is taking way too much time. Way too much time. This is taking too much time. So Boyd's out.
Oakland retains its challenge. They have one challenge remaining. This challenge been brought
That was
to you by
strike three.
Pocket Mobile.
Right? That was strike three. Boyd's out. All right.
Who's into the plate? Number 11, Bryce Cannon.
There is Cannon. Seven strikeouts for Thomas, which equals his total from last year. Last start. First pitch to Cannon down the left field line, foul. It had the home run distance, but it just bounced foul. And it's 0-1. So one more strikeout away for Thomas to collect a new season high. 0-1 to Cannon. There's a fastball on the outside corner, strike two. And it's no balls and two strikes. He holds at the belt, signs with his lead at first. And the 0-2. Breaking ball way outside. That was the splitter. 1-2. Thomas is ready. And now he comes home. Breaking ball, check swing. He did not go, and the ball squirts past Calora for a wild pitch. Thomas wants Calora to appeal down the first, which that would not be the umpire to appeal to. It should be the third base umpire you want to appeal to, but either way, they do not appeal. Two balls, two strikes. 6-run lead, Oakland. Bottom five. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. It's a new season high for David Thomas, his 8th strikeout of the game. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. We go to the 6th. The Ballers lead by 6, 7-1 on Ballers Radio.
Jeter Ibarra.
We go to the 6th. The Ballers ahead by 6, 7-1. First pitch to Ibarra from Alanis is a fastball fouled back by Ibarra for strike 1. David Thomas has been another story in this game. The right-hander with 5 innings pitched, only 1 run allowed, and a season-high 8 strikeouts. The 0-1. Ibarra drills one deep to right, but it is well foul. That would be the definition of a foul ball home run. And it's now 0-2. Ibarra broke Christian Almanza's single-season home run record with a 2-run shot back in the 5th. It went to the opposite field. 0-2. Breaking ball is outside. 1-2. Home run number 32. He is now Oakland's single-season home run king with, after today, 15 games left to pad on to his total. 1-2 is off the hands and fouled back. Still 1-2 on Ibarra. 24-year-old from San Jose has just had a brilliant season at the plate and defensively. 1-2, he stays alive. That one popped foul back behind the plate. Ibarra, Blythe, and Sanford, 3, 4, and 5 bats due up for the Ballers against Alanis, who's been the first man out of the pen. 1-2 is driven to deep left field. Left fielder Liniak started in, now goes back, and on a back pedal, he makes the grab.
Coming to the plate, number 27, Noah Blythe.
Here is Noah Blythe. Blythe drew a walk. He's 0 for 2. First offering is scalded to center, but right at Tyler Williams, who barely moves, and he puts it away for out number 2.
Coming to the plate, number 31, Mitchell Sanford.
Here's Sanford. For the game, I was able to enjoy a treat that I have not enjoyed in quite some time, and that would be shaved ice. They have a shaved ice truck outside the third base concourse. First pitch, Sanford takes a strike, 0-1. And the amount of flavors that you can choose from is almost overwhelming. They got strawberry, watermelon, grape, cherry, blue raspberry, regular raspberry, banana, you name it. 0-1. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and it's 0-2. And on an afternoon like today, I mean, I guess it could have been really any of the days, but with how hot it's been in Modesto, touching triple digits really every day, and boy, that really seemed to quench the thirst that I was hoping for. 0-2 from Alanis to Sanford is high with the heater. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I mean, they had like 20 different flavors, and I asked for a small, and it was a very generous small portion. 1-2, got him swinging, strike 3. 1, 2, 3, 6 for Alanis. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 7-1 Oakland on Ballers Radio.
Sutter.
Logan Sutter leads off for Modesto. Home half of the sixth. David Thomas is still on the mound for Oakland, and why not? 5 innings, a season high, 8 strikeouts, and just 1 earned run allowed. And he spins a first pitch breaking ball down the middle for a called strike 1. 7-1 Ballers. Rubber match Thursday here in Modesto. 0-1 is a slider outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And he's done it efficiently tonight as well. Just 67 pitches through 5 for the right-hander. From the abbreviated wind to pitch, Sutter fights it off foul, off the hands, and into right, 1-2. Sutter, Fellows, Williams. Middle of the order against Thomas. First time facing Modesto this year, and he has pitched well. He turns the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fastball down the middle. He just said, Sutter, here's my heat. See if you can hit it. And he could not. It's the 9th strikeout for Thomas. And that's the 4th straight strikeout. 1 away for Fellows. Well, we're going to have to figure out when was the last time a Baller starter recorded 10 or more strikeouts, as Fellows takes a breaking ball down the middle for a strike. 0-1. He turns the 0-1. Fellows takes another breaking ball on the inside for strike 2. 0-2. I'm flipping through the scorebook as we speak to find this. 0-2 in the dirt. Fellows lays off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And look, I don't know if we've had a lot because, frankly, the pitching is mostly pitch to contact guys that they don't necessarily seek the strikeout. They're pitching to contact and trying to get more outs than strikeouts. 1-2, tapped softly to second. Santos charges, fields the in-between hop, and he throws out Fellows with an underhand flip. 2 down for Tyler Williams. First pitch to Williams, the center fielder, is in the dirt, and it skips to the backstop for ball 1. Let's see, I feel like the highest we've seen right now, at least from skipping through the scorebook through July, a couple of 7 strikeout performances. Still, I don't see one yet in double digits. Next pitch, Williams chops it hard to short, gloved by Rogers, throw to first, in time. Side retired. David Thomas, 6 strong once again for the Alameda native and the former San Jose State Spartan. He's retired the last 6 in a row and 9 of the last 10. 7th inning coming up. It's 7-1 Oakland on Ballers Radio.
James. Coming to the plate, number 10, Tristan Moore.
Seventh inning here from Modesto. It is 7-1 Oakland, our score. Alani is still in the ball game, and he faces Tristan Moore first. First pitch to Timo is popped up in the shallow right field. The right fielder Turilli goes in, calls off the second baseman Boyd, and he makes the grab for out number one. Time now to chat with G and TP. You'll hear from TP tomorrow night, so you're chatting with him in spirit, but you're also chatting with me, and we're going to keep things pretty light and breezy and simple for today. It's the final 9 home games beginning tomorrow night. It'll be bittersweet, but 9 home games left beginning tomorrow night at 6:35 against this Modesto Roadsters squad. As Santos takes a strike on the outside, it's 0-1. So I want to know who's going to be making it out to the games. What are you most looking forward to in these final 9 home games at Raimondi Park? Go one. That is inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And tomorrow night is our teacher appreciation night. The first 750 fans will receive a Bees lanyard, and there will be a post-game drone show. That's tomorrow night, 6:35 first pitch. 1-1. Santos pops it up behind the plate, out of play. Saturday afternoon should be a fun one. It is our Dia de los Ballers night with a block party with the Grupo Royales at 2:30. And the first 750 fans receive a Lucha Libre mask. That's at 4:35. And then Sunday afternoon, the 1-2. Santos takes low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1:05 first pitch. It's our K-pop Demon Bunters afternoon. The first 750 fans will receive a K-pop Demon Bunter fan with kids run the bases and player autographs. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, outside corner, got him looking. Strike 3. Santos goes down, 2 away for Calora. That's what's coming up this weekend as we host Modesto for the final time this year, and then off day Monday, and then 3 during the midweek against Missoula, who we opened up the season against, and then 3 against the Long Beach Coast before that's a wrap on the home schedule for 2026. First pitch breaking ball is outside, ball 1 to Calora. So let me know in the chat what games you all are planning to attend and what you all are most looking forward to in these final 9 home games that start tomorrow. 1-0 pitch is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. I think I'm just most looking forward to seeing all the fans unite one last time. Hopefully we get some great crowds throughout these next 9 games. 1-1. Breaking ball is up high. We end this season on a high note. And still, Oakland not mathematically eliminated, but there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. Next pitch is foul down the left field line. 2-2. And if the Ballers can take care of business at home, of course, there's a lot of variables between the teams in front of them, but we'll let the cards play out after Oakland plays. Here's the 2-2. Alaniz pitches and Calora swings, drives one deep to right field, and that ball is gone. Calora jolts one out down the right field line. It's his 7th of the year, and the Ballers now lead it 8-1. JC going deep to right on the hanging breaking ball. It's the third home run hit by the Ballers today. And on our Sonic Internet home run tracker, that is home run number 152. First pitch to Rogers is fouled off to the right for strike 1. A 2-out tank by Calora. Been a little bit since we've last seen him go deep. We'll say he had a very impressive batting practice this afternoon. Plenty of fly balls well over the right field wall, and he's taken that into today. As Rogers takes a strike, it's 0-2. The Ballers have used the foul lines to their advantage to hit their 3 home runs. 0-2. Rogers lays off outside, 1-2. Johnstone and Ibarra going down the left field line, and Calora going down the right field line. It's now a 7-run lead here in the 7th. 1-2 pitch. Fastball is outside. 2-2. By the way, that was the first base runner given up by Alanis in his last 6 hitters. 2-2. Outside with a slider, 3-2. DJ drew a bases walk back in the 5th. Bring home Oakland's 2nd run of the day. 3-2. Breaking ball is outside. Ball 4. So TJ's been patient the last few nights. He walked 3 times yesterday. He's now walked twice. And up to the plate comes Johnstone at the top of the lineup.
7, Logan Johnstone.
Johnstone has driven in 4, a home run and a double. First pitch. Heater is outside, ball 1. Leadoff homer in the 1st and a bases clearing double in the 5th. Alanis holds at the belt and comes home. And it's a fastball that misses way outside, 2-0. Eight runs, 9 hits for Oakland. Next pitch. Breaking ball is in there at the belt for a strike. 2-1. How many extra base hits today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 extra base hits for the Ballers. 2-1. Fouled back into the screen. Ball actually bounced right back behind the leg of Signs, who was in the process of receiving a new ball from the home plate umpire, Grant Myers. 2-2. Alanis holds, now throws, and Johnstone rolls one weakly to first. Cannon picks it up, steps on the bag, and the inning is over. But Jaden Calora goes deep with a 2-out solo homer to right. The Ballers now take an 8-1 lead as it's time to stretch. The Planet Fitness 7th inning stretch here on Ballers Radio.
beer sales end at the end of the 7th inning. You've got 3 more outs to go. Last call for alcohol.
It's the Planet Fitness 7th inning stretch. Your 7th inning stretch brought to you by Planet Fitness. Oakland now leads by 7, bottom of the 7th. It is 8-1 Oakland. Gareth Kwok live in Modesto here in the Central Valley for the final time this season. It's our final visit to Modesto as David Thomas still in the ball game for Oakland and for Aaron Miles. And he deals a first pitch ball up and into Liniak. 1-0. Thomas trying to go 7 innings for the first time in his professional career. Next Liniak is a check swing fly ball into medium deep right. Blythe underneath it makes the grab. And there's one down.
Cruising to the plate, number 5, Laker Figueroa.
This is officially Thomas's longest start as a pro. 6 1/3 innings. He's allowed just 1 run on 5 hits, no walks, and a season-high 9 strikeouts. First pitch to Figueroa. Breaking ball spun in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. His fastball command's been sharp. The breaking stuff has been superb. And overall, he is just filling up the zone beautifully. 0-1, broken bat, chopper to short. Chest high field for Rogers. The throw to first is in the dirt, but Ibarra digs it out and keeps the toe on the bag for out number 2. That's now 8 in a row retired by Thomas. And he has set down 11 of the last 12. Kevin Signs now the batter. 2 outs, base is empty. First pitch. Breaking ball's outside, ball 1. Don't worry, I'm still going to try and figure out who holds the most strikeouts in a single game by a Ballers pitcher this year. 1-0 fastball in there down the middle for a strike. It's 1-1. Thomas had 6 last week against Long Beach, but I know that's not the most. There's a fastball outside, 2-1. Let's see what Charlie had 7 against Red Pockets. Diaz, I think, has only had 4. Griffin Smith had 7 against Boise. That was that complete game. Here's the 2-1. Signs fouls it off of his foot, and it's 2-2. Aiden Rissy had 5 back when he was still a member of the Ballers. And how about Gabe Tanner had 7. CJ Blowers, the lefty, had 8 at one point against Long Beach. Did he really? Okay. 2-2. Thomas turns the pitch. Breaking ball is just inside. Full count. One strikeout away from his first 10 strikeout game as a pro. He turns the 3-2. And Signs hits a flare down the right field line, but it bounces foul. So Blowers had 8. Let's see. We're going through everybody here today. That might be the most that we've had in a game this year. Thomas is 9, on the verge of 10 if he can punch out Signs. 8-1 Oakland. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs, base is empty. Full count on Signs. Thomas takes a breath into the wind, the pitch, and the fastball misses up and in for ball 4.
Cruising to the plate, number 15, Lucas.
That is the first walk he's issued today. And here is is Turilli. Turilli has struck out 3 times, trying to avoid, as Tyler would say, golden sombrero territory. First pitch fastball is on the outside and at the knees for strike 1. Golden sombrero watch. Our eyes are fixed on Turilli here. 0-1. The pitch is tapped up the middle. Shortstop Rogers charges, gets rid of it quickly, and it's in time. Inning over. 7 superb from David Thomas tonight here in Modesto. We head to the 8th. Oakland leads by 7, 8-1 on Ballers Radio. Julian Hashem is a new lefty in for Modesto. First pitch to Allgaier is a fastball that runs up and in, and it hits him. I think it avoided the head, or was that a foul ball? Or did it miss him? I thought Allgaier got hit by the shoulder. Boy, that was scary because that pitch was up and in, face high, and Allgaier turned away as fast as he could. And wow, I'm shocked it didn't hit him. It was a ball up and in. It missed him. Here's the 1-0, and now he bounces one right back where it came from. It deflects off of Hashem, and it rolls into center field for a base hit. Here you go, Hashem. Take that. You buzz the tower, and I'll buzz you back, as Allgaier did just there with his second hit of the night. It is 8-1 Oakland here in the top of the 8th. Here's Ibarra, left on left. And the first pitch fastball is on the outside for a strike, 0-1. Hashem pitched yesterday. He pitched the ninth, but gave up a run on 2 hits and a walk with a pair of strikeouts. Lefties 0-1. Breaking ball at the knees, called a strike. And it's 0-2. Ibarra would like to challenge it.
The call has been confirmed to strike. Oakland has lost its challenge. They have no challenges remaining. This challenge is brought to you by Red Pocket Mobile.
So Jeter challenged the pitch, but it was indeed a strike, so it's now 0-2. No challenges left for either side. And the 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? On the appeal, no. And Allgaier takes off for second on the wild pitch. David Thomas, 7 innings of 1-run ball, a season-high 9 strikeouts, just 1 walk, 5 hits allowed for the San Jose State righty. Hashem holds the 1-2, and a breaking ball misses in tight 2-2. And after some further research, that is indeed the most strikeouts in a single game this season by a Ballers pitcher, by a Ballers starter. Previously, CJ Blowers had 8 strikeouts against Long Beach. That was back in mid-June. But now David Thomas with 9. And, you know, with his pitch count at 90, it'll be interesting to see if he's back out for the 8th or not. Here's a fly ball foul down the left field line. Still 2-2 on Ibarra. The Ballers do have the bullpen active in left. But maybe Thomas can give you 12, 15 more pitches. He is absolutely dealt tonight. 2-2. Ibarra takes in the dirt on a fastball. Good block from Signs. 3-2. Blythe on deck. Now time is called by Ibarra. Going to go through your answers here in just a second. I know our question for today was pretty simple, but just who's going to be in town for the weekend and for the 9-game homestand, our last homestand of the year. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Ibarra, and the pitch. That is in the dirt, ball 4, not close. A walk to Ibarra.
To the plate, number 27, Noah Blythe.
And here's Blythe. Let's see. Space Raptor says they'll be there tomorrow. Looking forward to the drone show. The first one was awesome. Yes, I agree. Runner goes from second, pitches inside, and Allgaier swipes third. The Star Wars post-game drone show. That was the first time. Well, Long Beach had a drone show. That was impressive, but I like the Ballers better with the Star Wars theme to it. 1-0. That is inside. My goodness, Hashem has no command of his fastball. And here comes Allgaier. He scores on the wild pitch. It allows Ibarra to go to second, and it's now 9-1. Oh, brother. I mean, Hashem's just been skipping balls in the dirt, and poor Signs behind the plate has 0 chance to block these balls. 0. Signs has been a punching bag there for Hashem early on through the first, 12, 13 pitches. 8-run lead now for Oakland, 2-0. Fastball, belted foul off to the right. Kenneth Stiller said he'll be there for the final Wednesday night game of the year. Becky Acosta wishes she can make it tomorrow. Cat Christian 18, I'll be there Friday and Saturday, and then next Tuesday. 2-1, swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. My guy Ben Verhoek says he's got some family coming to Sunday's game. Net Wanderer says OSA Day at the Ballers. He'll be there. Kathy Lund will be at all of them with maybe a couple in Yuba. Next pitch, low and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. It really does feel like the season has flown by. And even though I still remember we were up in Montana sending off our own Gabe Tanner to the White Sox after he had just signed that deal with Chicago. And some reason that feels like it was a long time ago, but it just feels like as well that these first 81 games have gone by so quickly. But that Montana trip, even though the season feels like it's gone by fast, that Montana trip feels like it was ages ago. Maybe it was just because we got it out of the way, really, those first couple weeks of the year. 3-2 to Blythe. Off the hands foul. Beth Mosley will be going to, if my math is correct, Sunday's game. We are looking forward to hosting you all for the final weekend and the final week of Ballers Baseball next week. 3-2 in the dirt, ball 4. Blythe draws the walk. And the Roadsters with walks. I mean, an issue with the walks today. Command has been an issue for them, for a team that uncharacteristically has walked 8 men. Here is Sanford now, lefty on lefty. First pitch. Watch out, fastball up and in, head high, goes to the backstop, and both runners advance. I mean, Hashem has no idea where the ball is going, and he's being taken out. I don't blame Alex Leach one bit for this. I mean, Hashem cannot throw a strike. He's thrown 2 up and in, head high. Poor signs behind the plate. Can't block any of his balls because he's just throwing the ball constantly in the dirt. And you just hope that it's not anything more than that, and that it's just a rough night at the office. But Alex Leach needs to go to somebody who can throw strikes, and Hashem has been replaced. We'll have a pitching change when we return. It is 9-1 Oakland here in the top of the 8th with men on second and third on Ballers Radio. Top of the 8th inning, the Ballers have been on second and third and nobody out. They hold an 8-run lead on Modesto, 9-1. And Blake Smith has been summoned by Alex Leach, the pitching coach and tonight's acting manager for Modesto. It's 1-0 on Sanford. And his first pitch is a heater inside, 2-0. Lefty Hashem just did not have it today, and I don't blame Alex Leach one bit. He threw 3 wild pitches and 2 pitches up and in head high that buzz the towers of Allgaier and Sanford. Next pitch to Sanford is driven deep to center field. Williams on his horse. He can't get there. That's over his head and off the bottom of the wall. In to score is Ibarra. Blythe follows. The relay throw to the plate is late, and the ball skips away from Signs. Backed up by Smith, the pitcher. But Sanford drives in two with the double, and for a second straight game, the Ballers are in double figures. It is now 11-1 Oakland.
Coming to the plate, number 10, Tristan Moore.
Sanford backspinning that breaking ball over the head of Williams. And Leahy is now going to pinch hit for Tristan Moore in the sixth spot. Three hits for Sanford. RBI 17 and 18 for the left fielder. And now it's Leahy to pinch hit for Moore. First offering, swinging a fly ball into right center. Struck well. Trilli is back at the warning track. He makes the grab. Sanford jogs to third. He'll tag and advance easily. One down for Santos.
Coming to the plate, number 9, Isai Santos.
So 3 runs on 2 hits for Oakland in the 8th. And this is the type of game, the types of games that they were hoping to have for against Modesto, more so last week. First pitch to Isai. That's in the dirt. It goes to the backstop, and here comes Sanford. It's a 12th run for Oakland. Another wild pitch brings home a 4th run of the inning. It is now 12-1 Ballers. Wow. This has been a very uncharacteristic inning from Modesto on the mound. Walks, wild pitches. Free 90s is something that they do not give up very often. As Santos takes a strike 1-1. So now the base is empty with 1 out, 1-1 on Isai. And the pitch. Breaking ball is bounced foul off of his foot. 1-2. He's drawn 2 walks. He's been hit by a pitch. And the 1-2 is hit on the ground solidly up the middle in the center, a base hit. And now everyone's just joining in on the fun. Because why not? Isai's got a base hit.
Coming to the plate, number 18, Jaden Colora.
Everyone has reached base in the starting lineup. Seven of the 9 have collected hits in the lineup. Here is Colora. First pitch is a called strike on the outside. Wow, that was a generous strike from Grant Myers. 0-1. Well, Colora did not start this game. He came off the bench for Connor Smith, who injured his fingernail in right around the 3rd or 4th inning. 0-1. Colora foul tips the pitch into the mid of Signs. 0-2. And Colora homered back in the 7th for a 7th time this year. The diagnosis on Connor is that he broke his fingernail, according to our athletic trainer. 0-2. Off the end of the bat, fouled off of Signs. We give Signs a few minutes here after he got dinged on that foul ball. Well, the longer this inning goes, it's seemingly less likely that Thomas re-enters this game. And I think now with a healthier lead at 11, there's no real reason to put him back out. 0-2 to JC. And he lines one in the right center field for a base hit. Santos on his horse. He rounds second, heads for third. Calora with his second hit. First and third, one out for Rogers.
Coming to the plate, number 6, TJ Rogers.
TJ's drawn 2 walks. He's 0 for 2. Smith just trying to get through the rest of this game. First pitch from the righties, a fastball on the outside for strike 1. 12-1 Oakland. It looks like Alex Cisneros is warming up in left, just based off a quick glance. 0-1 to Rogers. He rolls it softly to third. Third baseman Souther charges and has no play. Rogers beats it out. It's an infield single. That brings home Santos, and it's now 13-1.
Coming to the plate, number 7, Logan Johnstone.
So everyone joining in on the fun, everyone passing the baton. Oakland sends a 9th man to the plate in Johnstone. First pitch is in tight for ball 1. 13 runs, 14 hits. 3 from Sanford, 2 each from Ibarra, Johnstone, Allgaier, and Calora. Johnstone's driven in 4. And here he taps one back to the pitcher, Smith. He throws a second for 1. Figueroa's turned to first. He throws it away. And here comes Calora. He scores. It'll be a fielder's choice. 1-6, and then a throwing error that allows Calora to score. And it's now 14-1 Ballers.
Coming to the plate, number 15, Jake Allgaier.
And Figueroa just sailed that throw. Cannon didn't even bother to try and receive it. That one well to his right. So here's Allgaier, who led off the inning with a single. First pitch is down and away for ball 1. What a response from Oakland after they were shut out on Tuesday in a game that they probably should have won. 1-0, fouled off to the left. 1-1. In a game where Hunter Day pitched 6 1/3 shutout frames, Oakland out-hit Modesto and created more chances than Modesto, but the Roadsters scored the winning run without the ball leaving the infield. 1-1. Breaking ball is outside. 2 balls and a strike. And Oakland now laying the hurt on Modesto, which Modesto did to Oakland a week ago. 2-1. That is a called strike down the middle. 2-2. They've done it here at one of the more pitcher-friendly ballparks in this league. Smith's 2-2 to Allgaier is taken right down the middle for a strike, and that ends the inning. Well, the Ballers score 6, and they do it on 5 hits. Another 6-run frame. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's 14-1 Oakland here on Ballers Radio.
Coming to the plate, number 7, Justin Boyd.
Ballers explode for 6 in the top of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th now. It is 14-1 Ballers, and Alex Cisneros is the new righty in for Oakland, and a call to the bullpen. First pitch breaking ball is on the outside for a called strike. Cisneros, the rookie right-hander out of Central Oklahoma, deals to Boyd, and it's another perfect slider on the outside for a called strike 2, 0-2. So that closes the line on David Thomas tonight, and he followed up his start last week against Long Beach as Boyd hits a high fly ball in the deep left center field. Johnstone looks up, and he can't make the catch. The ball bounces halfway off the wall, takes a huge carom, and Boyd is into third with a triple. Seven innings for Thomas, 5 hits, just 1 run, 1 walk, and a season-high 9 strikeouts. That is the most by a baller in a single game this year. Here is Cannon, the first baseman. First offering, high and away, ball 1 with the heater. (14-1) Oakland. The pitch, fastball is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Cannon's 0 for 3. He has struck out twice. Next pitch, fastball, that clips the outside for a strike, 2-1. The Little League World Series. Wait, didn't he call it I thought he called it a strike. Oh, he called it a ball. 3-0. Up and away, ball 4.
Cruising to the plate, number 25, Logan Sutter.
Here's Sutter. The Little League World Series just started yesterday. The 12-day tournament in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. And there were already some pretty good games. I think the one that I saw yesterday, or I looked at the highlights. Here's a fastball inside, ball 1. That was it was Nicaragua versus the Dominican Republic. Latin America versus the Caribbean. Next pitch to Sutter on the 1-0. There's a strike. And it's 1-1. And this lefty pitcher. Next pitch. Slider, swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. Clemente Sevilla Pichardo struck out 12 in 5 2/3 innings and needed 1 more out to throw a complete game. 1-2. Sutter takes strike 3 on the outside corner, and there's 1 away. And, I mean, this dude was absolutely dealing. Lefty had struck out 12 in 5 2/3 innings, but his arm was starting to hurt, and he could not continue and finish out the game. So he requested, he has to be replaced. Runner goes from first, doesn't matter. First pitch to Fellows is bounced softly to second. Santos has it, throws to first in time. A run does score as Boyd crosses home, and it's now 14-2. And he gets replaced by his teammate. The teammate inherits a runner on second base with 2 down. They need 1 more outs. First pitch is a strike to Williams, 0-1. And the Dominican hitter hits it, gets a base hit to right. The pitcher was playing right field. He bobbled the ball. Noticed that the runner was going to try and score to tie the game. There's the ball outside, 1-1. And even with his arm hurt, he throws a missile to the plate on no hop. That was on the fly. 1-1. Popped up. Ibarra, the first baseman, might have room on the extended warning track. He made the grab, and the inning is over. Anyway, long story short, the lefty pitcher struck out 12 in 5 2/3 innings, could not finish the game because his arm was hurting him. Then he went out to right field, fielded the base hit, and then he threw a strike to home to cut down the potential game-tying run to seal the win for Nicaragua 2-1 over the Dominican Republic. We'll go to the ninth. Oakland now leads it 14-2 here on Ballers Radio. Well, it's a position player on the mound for Modesto as Logan Sutter, the third baseman, is now in, and he throws to Ibarra, who lines out to the shortstop Figueroa for out number one here in the ninth. It is 14-2 Ballers. Fellows, the DH, is now in at third. Here's a matchup between two guys that are on the mound for their teams in blowouts. Blythe and Sutter. The pitch to Blythe is grounded foul down the third base line, 1-1. 1-1 pitch is softly lined into right for a base hit. Well, I should say Sutter's he is throwing decently hard. It's not Noah Blythe's ephuses or moonballs, but it is 75 running in on Blythe. He's got a base hit with one down for Sanford. Next pitch to Sanford. There's a 74-mile-an-hour, fastball on the outside for a strike. He's working quickly. Next pitch. And that is outside. I mean, he's throwing it decently hard. He's not gonna lob it like Blythe does. Sanford swings and misses at that 77-mile-an-hour pitch. And it's 1-2. Here it is. Oh, and he hits Sanford with a breaking ball by the legs. And this looks like Sutter's first outing on the mound this year. And frankly, Modesto has not been in a position where they've had to use a position player very often to throw. Here's Leahy now. And the first offering is fouled down the third base line for strike one. I mean, if you're 55-25, you're not using position players on the mound very much. Next pitch to Leahy is popped up behind the plate. Signs gives it a look. That lands foul. Bounces sort of close to us here in the press box. The 0-2. Leahy hits a grounder to short, fielded by Figueroa. Shovels to second for one. Turn to first in time. Inning over. Ballers 3 outs away from a series win here in Modesto. It is 14-2. Bottom of the ninth coming up on Ballers Radio. The Ballers are 3 outs away from a series win here in Modesto, and they would clinch a winning road trip. After taking 2 of 3 in Long Beach, 3 outs away from taking 2 of 3 here in Modesto, as we get to see James Pazdera for the first time in a Ballers uniform. The newest right-handed reliever out of New Providence, New Jersey. He's a rookie out of Quinnipiac. 22-year-old, just signed a week ago by the Ballers, and he'll face Kingston Liniak first. Righty's first pitch is fouled straight back to the backstop for strike 1.
Number 56, James Pazdera.
Pazdera pitched for 1 season at Quinnipiac this past year, 0-1. Liniak swings and misses at a high fastball at 90, and it's 0-2. He served as a hybrid starter and reliever, 6.7 ERA in 14 appearances. 6 of them were starts. He did strike out 55 batters over 44 and a third innings. And from the windup is 0-2. Breaking ball tapped foul down the third base line. So this is his professional debut. Pazdera flew in from New Jersey to Long Beach to meet us last weekend. And now here he is making his pro debut against the Roadsters. He turns the 0-2. The fastball is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He previously pitched 4 seasons at Division III Ramapo College in Mahwah, New Jersey. Here's his 1-2. Way outside and low with a breaking ball, 2-2. Ballers will head home tonight, and then they will get ready to host Modesto tomorrow night at 6:35. 3-game set against the Roadsters. 2-2. Fastball downstairs, ball 3. Those 3 games this weekend will be the final 3 meetings against Modesto in 2026. 3-2 from Pazdera. Liniak hits a fly ball into straightaway left. Sanford shuffles to his left and makes the catch for out number 1. Here comes Figueroa, the shortstop. Pazdera, 22 years of age. First pitch to Figueroa is a breaking ball inside for ball 1. Second on the team in strikeouts. Third most innings pitched as well for the Bobcats of Quinnipiac. The 1-0. Figueroa pops it up. The catcher, Calora, hustles out. He's by the dugout. He does not have enough room or time to adjust the body as it lands just in front of the dugout railing. Quinnipiac is more known for their hockey program. That's a Frozen Four contender year in, year out. Schools like Quinnipiac, Boston University. 1-1. That is low. 2 balls and a strike. Same with the 100-day school, Minnesota State. Those are all hockey powerhouses. So I'll be honest, I wasn't exactly sure. I didn't know that Quinnipiac even had a baseball program up until discovering Pazdera. 2-1. Fastball, knee high, called a strike, 2-2. I would imagine they'd have to play a lot of games on the road because of how cold it gets up there during the springtime. And for a lot of those Midwest teams like Jittery Bar up in Ann Arbor, Michigan, I mean, you're playing on the road for the first half of the year because it's just simply too cold in March. 2-2. Figueroa takes outside, ball 3. Especially in the Big Ten, you're going down to those schools in Texas or wherever. Actually, Jeter said they played, I think, in Puerto Rico at one point for a opening weekend tournament. 3-2 pitch to Figueroa. Is chopped to first. Ibarra gloves it chest high, and he steps on the bag, and there's 2 away.
Cruising to the plate, number 18, Kevin Sainz Jr.
Here is Sainz. The inaugural Puerto Rico Challenge. That's how Michigan opened up the season in 2025. As Sainz swings away at the first pitch, this should do it. A fly ball to straightaway left. Sanford underneath it. He makes the grab, and the ball game is over. Ballers win. They clinch the series over Modesto here in Modern Woodman Field. It's Oakland's first series win over Modesto in the second half. And it is a winning road trip for Oakland. They take 4 of 6 against the 2 best teams in the league, Modesto and Long Beach. And that'll be a happy bus back to Oakland. But the job not done just yet. The Ballers will host Modesto this weekend to wrap up their head-to-head series against one another. Final score, Oakland 14, Long Beach. Not Long Beach. I don't know why I'm thinking of Long Beach. Final score, Oakland 14, Modesto 2. The Ballers postgame show is coming up right after this here on Ballers Radio. Well, as Sinatra's My Way plays in the background, the Ballers certainly won their way over Modesto, and they used the bats, they used strong starting pitching to clinch the series victory over Modesto by a final of 14-2 on this Thursday night. It's a winning road trip for the Ballers. They take 4 of 6 over Long Beach and Modesto, and this is the Ballers postgame show. I'm Gareth Kwok. Oakland got things going just 3 pitches in, thanks to Logan Johnstone, the rookie out of Vanderbilt and the Los Gatos native, hit an opposite field home run on just the 3rd pitch he saw from the starting right-hander Jonah Jenkins. That gave Oakland a 1-0 lead from the get-go. The Ballers would retake the lead in the 5th after a RBI single from Fellows in the 4th, which tied it. 6 runs in the 5th inning on 4 hits, and they sent 10 men to the plate as Ibarra etched himself into the Ballers record books with a 2-run home run to left field. He now holds Oakland's single-season home run record with 32 home runs, a 2-run shot down the left field line, his record-breaking 32nd homer, which surpassed Christian Almanza's record set last year. So congratulations to Ibarra for becoming Oakland's single-season home run king. And the 2-run shot put Oakland in front 3-1, and it would give them a lead that they would not relinquish for the rest of the night. A 1-out single from Sanford, and then 3 straight 2-out walks drawn by Santos, Calora, and Rogers brought home a 4th Oakland run. And then Johnstone cleared the bases with a 3-run double to left center field, and that gave Oakland a 7-1 lead through 5. Into the 7th, Jaden Calora off the bench tonight after he came in for the injured Connor Smith. Calora homered for a 7th time this year, a 2-out solo homer that gave Oakland a 9-1 lead, an 8-1 lead. And David Thomas was one of the stars of the show. A season high 9 strikeouts, the most by a baller this season in a single game. In 7 innings of work, just 1 run, 1 walk, and 5 hits allowed. And he has pitched really darn good the last 3 starts for the rookie out of San Jose State. He's your Proposition Chicken player of the game. And your Ava Energy electrifying play of the game, we'll give it to Jeter Ibarra for his record-breaking 2-run shot to left. And then Oakland used another 6-run frame in the 8th, thanks to poor command and poor pitching from Modesto. A couple of runs scored on a wild pitch. Mitchell Sanford drove in 2 with a double. Rogers singled to third, and then Calora scored on a throwing error by the shortstop Figueroa, and that gave Oakland its biggest lead of the night at 13, 14-1. Alex Cisneros and James Pazdera close things out, and the Ballers are victorious 14-2. They collect 15 hits, strand 10 on the night. Again, the final totals: 14 runs, 15 hits, 1 error, 10 left on base for the Ballers. Modesto, 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. They stranded 7 on base. David Thomas collects the win, and he is now 2-0 this season. The losing pitcher is Jonah Jenkins. The right-hander for Modesto falls to a record of 6-2. For Thomas, that's now 3 straight starts where he has pitched past 6 innings. This game tonight lasted 2 hours and 58 minutes in front of this crowd of 1,161. When we come back, we'll take one last look at some scores around the Pioneer League before we wrap things up and look ahead to tomorrow night's matchup back at Raimondi Park against the same Modesto squad. We'll be right back here on the Ballers postgame show. Welcome back to the Ballers postgame show. Oakland beats Modesto 14-2, and they win the series 2 games out of 2 games to 1, I should say. One last look at some scores around the Pioneer League on this Thursday night. Billings takes down Great Falls 13-7. Ogden blows out Yuba Sutter 20-7. Glacier 5-1 winners over Boise. Idaho Falls hands Red Pocket its 28th consecutive loss with a 19-8 victory over the Mobiles. Missoula shuts out Long Beach 4-0, so they handle business and stay in second. And those are your scores around the Pioneer League on this Thursday night. All right, time to preview tomorrow night's matchup. 3 games left in this 6-game home-and-home between your Ballers and the Roadsters. And the final 3 will be at Raimondi Park beginning tomorrow night at 6:35. Ballers and Roadsters will face off 3 more times, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Raimondi. So hope you can join us in person. But if not, it is a free broadcast Friday tomorrow night on our YouTube channel and, as always, on the Home Team Network. Hope you can tune in. Tomorrow should be the home debut of Ren Abe Arias. I tell you what, guys, he is must-see TV. Hope you can join in and watch the Japanese righty throw after he came 1 out shy of a complete game on Saturday down in Long Beach. But again, first pitch tomorrow at 6:35. Tyler Peterson and I will have the call beginning at around 6:18 on Ballers TV. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, but that's going to do things for us here from Modesto. For Tyler Peterson, I'm Gareth Kwok saying so long. Final score, Oakland 14, Modesto 2. Ballers take the series over Modesto, and they win the road trip as they win 4 of 6 down in Long Beach and in Modesto. Talk to you all tomorrow. So long, everybody.